Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 20 of Boy Retrocast, the weekly podcast where two guys look back at the show that shaped their lives, and now the only weekly Boy Meets World only podcast online. I'm Blake. Let me bring on my co-host.
I'm Kyle. I'm an avid horror film junkie, as you'll see from this episode here.
Today we are discussing season 1, episode 18. It's a Wonderful Night. Directed by David Traynor, written by Susan S. Keller Jansen. Original air date, March 11th, 1994. Kyle, why don't you tell us what this episode is about, according to Wikipedia?
Corey and Sean try and sneak an R-rated movie into the house when the family will be out, but their plans are put in jeopardy when Mr. Feeney becomes their babysitter. Eric has failed his driving test, but he still decides to drive.
Well, that pretty much summarizes kind of what happened in this episode. Not the best.
Although, to be quite honest, it's not really his idea.
Yeah, we'll get into all that in a second. We'll get started right away here. By the way, though, before we continue on, I do want to say, yes, we are now officially looking up on iTunes. We are the only standalone Boy Meets World show going on right now. We're the only one. The one that we were competing with is no longer online. So there you go. I don't know what happened there, but they went off the air a couple of weeks back, and we're the only one standing right now. Not Boy Meets World related, not mixing up. We're the only straight Boy Meets World show on right now. So there you go.
We're the gods! We're the gods! Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. We start at school, which is the only appearance of the school the entire show, right? Is it the only time we're at school?
They seriously got the set out just for that one scene.
Yeah, pretty much. So we find out that everybody's going out. Corey, Sean, and Morgan are going to be at the house with a babysitter named Judy, the Queen of Zits, which might be the funniest nickname. Pretty much just sits up. Sean wants to bring a tape over. He shows him the box. It says Barney does the ABC. It might be a very funny reference. It was very funny. But it's really, I'm blowing off your head, part 6, Stumpy's Revenge. And I know right off the top, you had an issue here. Right off the top.
Because, well, first off, I don't think they'd be naming a horror film that much of a blatant take that. And number 2, they just go, didn't he die in part 5? Oh, Corey, you should have seen enough of these to know that death is cheap in horror movies.
No, I just had a thought.
Count how many times Jason has come back to life. Oh, Freddy Krueger.
It's true. But I had a thought. This is totally random. I just had a reference to Clerks.
Yeah.
When he's going through the porn videos. Oh, and they're all so bluntly ridiculous. That's what this reminded me of.
That's porn for you.
But I'm just saying, no, it's so bluntly ridiculous. That's what this reminded me of.
Yeah. It's going to say, Anna, oh yeah, what was the one you wanted?
Exactly. So
I just like the story that he refused to say the list of porn movies in front of the kid. So yeah, he just actually got a little bit more awesome in my eye.
The funny part about that list is that he said there was too much, and then Kevin added more.
But he still refused to say it in front of the kid.
This is a funny story. Okay.
So if I remember correctly, didn't they have to film that separate? And then
probably. There's so many weird edits on that movie. Have to see Clerks. See Clerks. Big Kevin Smith fans over here.
Clerks and Clerks 2.
Yes, Clerks 3 coming out in 2016. So there you go. We're home, and Eric makes fun of Corey because this is a baby scam, which has made me laugh. I'm not going to laugh. That made me laugh. And it was a good way to start this show. You were laughing at it's rated R for a little bit of violence and maybe a little bit of nudity. Yeah. But we'll fast forward through that part. What?
Seriously?
Okay, how old is he in this show? 13?
Yeah. Shouldn't your hormones be kicking in by this
time?
Thank
you. I was just thinking the same. I'm sorry, 13-year-old, you don't fast forward to nudity when you get to watch an R-rated movie.
No, my first R-rated movie was Police Academy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you just don't do that.
I was going to say, the first time I saw boobies in a movie,
there you go.
Magical.
There you go. So, apparently Eric is getting his license in this episode. Big deal. Very big deal. I can't argue that.
Although, let's be honest, would you really want this guy on the road?
We'll get to that as we get along. We'll get to that. Because, wow, I've had my issues with my license and this, that, and the other thing, but nothing like this. This is a new one on my level.
This is just 100% pure stupid.
Yes, we'll get to that in a minute. But he's going to go with Jason and his brother. And how do you think that happened? Because Eric is cashing in on the trust bank that he's banked in with his parents. But I love his logic. I love Eric logic here because it made sense.
It strangely makes sense for this guy. You know, Mr. Sparklers are awesome.
So Corey pretty much says he can learn Eric about this stuff. And pretty much This became a funny at the end because Corey's like, "You're going to take me here. You're going to take me there," and then Eric.
And then we could go through the drive-thru for hot wings.
Pretty funny.
Hot wings. I'm just thinking, seriously, how can you turn down hot wings?
Well, you got 2 hot girls and a date, and then Eric hits him with the pillow, and he flies backwards, and that was continuity for later.
So he flies back like he's been hit by a cannonball.
I know, his legs were in the air as we went down of the break, which is so funny.
What did they make that pillow out of?
But I've always said on this show that they always call back every reference in an episode. I give them credit for that. Well, we'll get to that later. So, we go downstairs. And Corey's doing his homework before the sun goes down. Apparently, this is a big deal. So you notice that the book's upside down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it really upside down? And we got completely lost in the scene. And how I caught it was the UPC logo was on the top of the book. And it was upside down. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and of course it keeps with the whole "I'm studying." No, I'm not really thing.
So Eric and Jason walk in.
Dumb and Dumber.
Wow. Eric failed his driver's test before it even started.
Yeah. Because he thought that the guy with the beer in his hand worked for the DMV.
I did write down the line: DMV guys are cops. They don't wave you forward with a can of beer. It's a great line. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great line.
Yeah. That's probably the only time in this episode that Jason is ever smart.
Well, this whole little area, he was on fire.
Yeah.
Because he was the one that got us through this entire area. We find out that Eric and Jason have hot dates. Apparently the girls from the Lobster episode.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think were coming back. Apparently they came back for this one.
Yeah, just because I thought that Jason would have them all to himself.
Apparently not. Well, the car's involved. He has a license now. He has a license now. Allegedly. Jason is the biggest ass kisser in the history of mankind. By the way, can I say that?
He's giving Eddie Haskell competition.
I mean, he hits on Amy, which is funny by itself.
Although, let's be honest, can you blame him?
True. Which is funny by itself. And when Alan comes in and gives Eric the keys to his car.
Okay. Goes, I only wish I could be half the man you are.
Look good you are. Which is a great line. A very funny line reading on that.
But did we mention what happened beforehand?
What part are we on here?
I was going to say, this was before he got to Alan and Amy, but when he's trying to figure out how to break the news to the girls that they don't have a car because they don't
yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, Eric basically wants to do the right thing, tell the truth, figure out a way to get through it. Captain Dumbass, on the other hand...
apparently, he decided to just blatantly lie. The way of putting it.
Like I said, Captain Dumbass, on the other hand.
Oh, yeah. So he blatantly lies. The girls think he has a car. Alan gives him the keys.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, hijinks ensue.
Yeah.
Well, somehow Jason convinced, and not without lying. I am thinking, technically he never actually lied.
Yeah.
He said he hit the accelerator, and boom, we're home. He was on his way. Which is the truth. That's actually what happened. Except for the little detail that he failed the driver test.
Yeah.
A little extra detail. So, Amy I'll leave. The phone rings. It's Judy, the babysitter. She's canceling. Oh, shit.
And to mention the reason why?
Okay.
Skin issues. From the Queen of Zits.
And we'll get to someone who makes a wise-ass comment in a second because Jason...
From the last person you would expect.
I never expected it either. Eric goes and says, where are we going to find a babysitter in 15-minute notice? And Jason turns around...
And Mr. Feeney's out in his garden.
Of course he is. Now, this is the one thing I noted here.
And that high-pitched whining sound you hear is the gears in his head trying to work. This need a little oil, and I think the hamster fell off the wheel.
Now, the one thing I noted here, there was no Feeney call. That was weird. Eric.
But then again, wasn't this before they had?
I know that was weird. Though it's weird that they haven't started it yet. It's weird.
Mr. Feeney, Mr. Feeney, Mr. Feeney, Mr. Feeney.
So no Feeney call.
Sorry.
Eric pretty much tries to negotiate, saying he's going to go see classical music with a friend, which is the dumbest excuse you can give to Feeney.
Well, doubly so considering it's Eric.
And Feeney turns it around and says you have a date and you need a babysitter. Okay, fine. Feeney's on board. Up for a price.
Yeah.
He's got to put manure. Eric has to put manure into his garden.
Yeah.
For 4 Sundays.
Yeah.
Eric's response?
5.
No.
Oh, sorry, 2.
And Feeney says 5 Sundays.
Deal.
Worst negotiator ever!
Are you sure? Does this beat out Corey managing to get math wrong on how many shutters he has to paint?
Oh, God, that was bad, too.
Yeah. I mean, the
two of them are so bad negotiators this year. They're terrible this year negotiating.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, you're right. I didn't even think of that. So then we cut inside.
Yeah.
To one of the funniest visuals of the entire year.
Would you like some more tea?
Feeney is in full getup.
Oh my God! I will live for the rest of my life if you actually put in the "Would you like some more tea, Mrs. Nesbitt?"
Oh God, I have to find that. Good call. Then here's the picture. We have it on our screen.
Mr. Feeney in costume jewelry, a lot of costume jewelry.
I think that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 necklaces. Bead necklaces.
He's the Mr. T of costume jewelry.
Pretty much. He's wearing fake earrings.
I pity the fool.
And a bonnet. But the bonnet is what he fought on.
It with all the bells upon it.
A month and a half early on that one. Yeah, the hat was the funny conversation. Going back and forth, the puss on Morgan's face.
Yeah.
You can't argue it. It's just amazing.
It's gonna say it's like an apple bloom in the first thing with My Little Pony with the "Aren't you gonna stay for brunch?" Ding ding.
And there it is. You're My Little Pony reference for the show. Only find one.
I was gonna say I'm a brony, a Whovian, and a movie freak.
He always finds a way to fit one in.
I'm a nerd for all seasons.
So anyway, I'm just trying to figure out where Corey and Sean thought it was a good idea to try to watch this horror flick feet away from freaking Feeney. Why did that a good idea?
Let's be honest. Well, let's see. You've seen them negotiate. You've seen them actually come up with ideas in the past. This is really par for the course.
This is true. Well, Feeney leaves the room to go get something out of the oven for Morgan.
Yeah. And they put the movie back on.
And I wrote down one little scene. I wrote down, college girl gets head blown up.
Yeah.
It's so random.
Say bye-bye to your head. And to which I have to say, let's be honest, even in its worst, the Friday the 13th movies had a better plot than this.
Wasn't there another scene that's not coming up here? It's coffee, tea, or
yeah.
bazooka?
Listen, hello, unloved stewardess. I have a question for you. Coffee, tea, or bazooka shell?
So stupid. It's
and
stupid.
like I said, even at their worst, the Friday the 13th movies had a better plot than that. Actually, I think about 90% of slasher movies actually had a better plot than that.
So
basically, this is the most shallow of shallow parodies you could ever have in there.
Well, obviously, they're not going to pay for a real movie.
Well, I know that, but at least actually watch what you're going to mock.
Well, it was just making fun of it. There you go. Well, then Sean asked Corey, "Is Eric having as much fun as we are?"
And
cut to Eric on his knees begging for his car back at an impound lot. Which is so ridiculous, but it works because it's Eric. We cut back, and I have to give Tony with a Y some credit.
Yeah.
That
he actually has some responsibility.
He actually, as dumb as he's come out to be, he definitely is good at his job. All you got to pay $60 and have your driver's license, and you get your car back.
And he actually has some integrity, so I got to give him that.
Yeah, he was very on point. Well, it was as much integrity as you could have until two girls were hitting on you, which we'll get into in a second.
We have boobs, you must obey.
So, the girls call for a new ride.
Yeah.
Eric pretty much says, "We don't need you anymore." And the minute they say that, the girls then get on the table and hit on Tony with a Y. Yeah. And they get the car back.
And then they just decide to screw with them further by tearing up the
sheet.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question for you, okay?
Yeah.
Eric calls Feeney to help.
Yeah.
The girls did get the car back. What if they didn't? What if this happened before they messed with them and they left? Did Feeney just show up to nothing at this point?
Yeah. Good call.
I'm just thinking about that. So anyway,